Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DIY on a Budget with Maggie. It's Maggie here. Today, this video is about something simple. I recently bought a chainsaw and I used it for the first time to cut some branches off a tree in my yard. And lo and behold, when I went to use it again, it starts up and everything, but it wouldn't cut. So I looked at some other videos with how you can sharpen it, but I opted instead to purchase a new chain. So today I'm going to show you how to install a new chain on your chainsaw. For us ladies who are not all the way, versed in this sort of thing, it will be helpful to see how you can just, replace the chain and go on and do what you need to do. So I decided here to get some gloves because, as you guys know, there's oil in this saw, and it gets on your hand, and it has a funny smell to me. Other people may be okay with it, but I was like, nah, I don't want that on my hand to smell that all day. The smell takes a while to go away, so I had to go and get some gloves on so that I can continue doing this because and then it just makes it more messy. For those of you who have used a chainsaw, the oil on there just makes it messy, and your chainsaw ends up being kind of greasy. So I'm constantly wiping it off to make sure that it's not just greasy all the way. So I went and I got some gloves. And you'll see my two dogs under the table just having a good old time, as they always do when I'm making videos. So I went and I got some gloves so that that oil doesn't get all over my hand and cause it to smell funny. So when I bought the saw, it came with this little tool, which is what you use to open up the chainsaw so that you can replace the chain. So so you always have to be wiping it off because there's just a lot of oil all over it most of the time. So there's the little tool that came with it, so you have to use that to open it up. Yeah. It's really easy to use. See, you just do that and it opens up. Sometimes it stays on, sometimes it comes off. It's okay. So you see, when you take it off now, it's a lot of, you gotta clean out that whole area because it's just oily. So you remove the chain, and then you clean off the blade, or if you want to call it the blade. You wipe that off, get all that oil off of it. And it's bar chain oil that I got at Lowe's. It wasn't, I paid like $4 for a big bottle. I know that will last me a long time. So then you have to wipe everything out because the dust from when you cut the branches and the oil, it kind of mixes in there and makes a good old mess. So you always have to, one of the things I do, I open it, like every time I use the saw, I open it and I clean that area out. So now you take the new chain and you attach it to the blade. And there's a way, the part that cuts the wood is supposed to be on the outside, and the other pointy parts, I just kind of try and put it down to the side of the blade, stick it in. You can actually kind of stick it in. You'll see in a little bit. Right, so see, you can kind of push it in and it holds there. Right. Okay, see all the oil and stuff on your hands? And then you put it on. Now there's a little thing there that it goes into, and underneath the blade there's a thing that you can tighten or make it slack. So when you do it like that, it fits on there correctly. And then I have to wipe off the inside of the cover because, like I said, it's always gets really greasy and grimy. So I'm cleaning that off, and then I'll put it back on. Right, so you put it back on, and you use the same tool and you tighten it back. Okay, yeah, so you use that tool with the same little nut thing on it, and you turn it and you tighten it. And then right where that tool is, underneath there, there's a screw that you can tighten. I think that what that does, it tightens the tension on the blade. Okay, so you tighten it. And then what I'm gonna do is go and try it out and make sure it's working right. Okay, so here I had some branches which I was unable to cut when I cut them up. When I cut it from the tree, I was able to cut them from the tree, but then I had trouble cutting them up in tiny pieces to put in the trash, because otherwise I'll have to pay somebody to come and haul it away. So I started to cut these up in smaller pieces, and I used the chainsaw. It started up and it rotated really well, and it cut the branches in a short period of time, like it did when the first one, when I originally bought the saw. It did a really good job. You'll see in a little bit. Okay, so see there, it starts up really good and it's turning like it should. And see how quickly it's cutting the branches. That's what it did in the beginning, but after a while it wasn't cutting. It was like 5 minutes I'm standing there, nothing's happening. So see all the sawdust, it's cutting them. Look at how quickly that one is cut. So it works perfectly now. So that's pretty much how you change the chain on your chainsaw. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, I post a new video every Friday, and my goal is to help you save money, you know, and be able to do things for yourself rather than paying a whole lot of money to have something done. So okay you guys, thank you so much for watching, and this is Maggie again, and I will see you next Friday. Okay, you have a wonderful rest of the week. Bye bye.